My goodness. What 90 Day Fiance? Should we get to that?
We should. It's the last episode, right, for the tell-all? So.
Oh, the tell-all's this Sunday? It's like WrestleMania weekend come early, baby.
Yeah, but it's only like part one, though, right? Like, tell-all's like a two-parter, isn't it?
Is it?
I felt like last time it was 2 parts, so.
Okay. So, let's get the boring couples out of the way first so we can get to the good stuff, okay? Jonathan and Fernanda, they have their wedding. It's a small ceremony in Chicago. Jonathan's mother does not show up. They get married. The end.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Don't need to see these two on 90 Day Fiancé ever again. Goodbye. Next.
But did you hear online, though, that apparently they broke up?
Really?
Because, like, at New Year's, like, they weren't together.
Huh.
So that's sad. It's terrible.
I shed no tears. Steven and Olga. Steven goes back to the States without the baby and Olga. They're staying in Russia.
Great.
Everything's fine there, except for Olga and Steven are in a car with the baby in Russia. No one's wearing a seatbelt. Baby's not in a car seat. Olga's just holding the baby. Did you notice that?
I didn't notice that.
No? You gave Asuelu all sorts of crap for doing that. Everybody was like, oh, I mean, you mostly were like, oh, how could you do that? That's terrible. He doesn't know. It's not his culture. He's Samoan. And here we go in Russia. Olga sitting there with the baby in her lap in the car, and I hear no heat from Johnny North.
Yeah, I wasn't paying attention, I guess.
Shame on you,
It's terrible
Johnny.
that they did that. They shouldn't have done that, obviously.
Well, that's how it is in Russia. Not every country you have the baby in a car seat, apparently.
Wow. Yikes.
It's not
no seatbelts, though?
It's not mandatory in every country, apparently. Not in Samoa and not in Russia, because they were not wearing seatbelts and the baby was not in a car seat.
Wow.
They were like in a taxi or something.
Crazy.
Yeah. I mean, they had a car seat for the baby in another episode because he was like installing the car seat, right?
Okay.
There was like frustration there. But, yeah, on this episode. Anyways, so Steven goes back to the States. Whatever. Eric and Lita, they have their wedding. Eric forgets his pants.
Yeah, that was odd.
He goes back to get them. Lita's mad. They get married. The end.
Did someone steal his pants or something? Like, what the?
Yeah, I don't know. He goes, I don't know. But that was pretty much it. Like
Well, his kids didn't show up.
His kids didn't show up because Lita's a horrible person, and so is Eric.
Yeah, they deserve to be horrible together.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And no one should support them. They're the worst. Kalani and Asuelu. Kalani and Asuelu get married.
They don't tell the father,
They
though.
don't tell the father that... Well, the father's at the wedding, but they don't tell the father that she's pregnant again. He'll figure that out eventually.
It's pretty rough not to tell him, in my opinion. But
Yeah, like everybody knows. The sister knows, the mother knows, the father's like, doesn't know.
it's rough.
They're just scared of him and his reaction. So I guess we'll find out. He'll know at some point.
I'm sure you figured it out by now.
I'm sure he's figured it out at this point. I don't know. So, those are pretty much the boring couples of this season. It got interesting with Jay and Ashley. Jay was on Tinder trying to hook up with ladies as soon as he got married to Ashley, right? Jay's 20 from Jamaica. Ashley's 31, 32 from Pennsylvania. They're in Pennsylvania. Jay says he was just flirting with the girls. It meant nothing to him. And he wants to work things out with Ashley. Ashley gets some wine. Ashley meets up with her friend Brandy. And she's saying she wants to get rid of Jay, but she's not sure how she can do it because with this visa and the marriage thing, she's on the hook for 10 years to kind of deal with him unless he goes back to Jamaica. So whatever happens to him, I'm not sure how you're responsible, in what way, but like she's responsible for him like a child.
Well, I think there's a way out. They haven't explained it yet. I think they may explain on the tell-all. Because apparently there's no record of them being married in Vegas. So I don't know if that marriage was legit.
Oh, really? So maybe they're not even married?
So they might not be even married.
That'd be great for Ashley.
Yeah.
If you get out of that and get Jay out of there because he's, it's not going to work out.
Well, no. I think, they figured that out by now.
Yeah, although on the tell-all, they seem to be together. from the preview of the show.
I didn't see that.
Oh, there was like a preview deal of the show, and they seemed to be like,
Okay.
he had his arm around her, but she seemed to get mad at him. But they always get mad at each other at the tell-all, so who knows?
The fact that, she's thinking about him, worried about him kind of thing, that's kind of alarming in my opinion, because like she should be trying to get away from him as much as possible. But she doesn't really want to.
You don't think she wants to? I think at this point she wants to get rid of the guy. I mean, it's not good.
No, it's not good. It's terrible.
And now the worst couple of the season, of course, the ones that are in the most trouble, Colt and Larissa. Larissa from Brazil, Colt from Vegas. Colt preparing for his wedding. He secretly re-invited his cousin and his cousin's wife, his cousin who was really berating his soon-to-be wife. They get married, though. Pretty much no incidents at the wedding, which was surprising because the cousin...
She had to get a cheap dress, though.
Did she have to get it? So, whatever.
Oh, that could have been rough.
But it didn't seem to be. But then it's revealed that 4 days before they got married, they got into a big fight, and Larissa was hauled off to jail for 48 hours.
Okay.
So... she spent, 2 days before her wedding, she's released from jail.
Right.
Due to some sort of incident. They still get married, but the charges are pending, and it might affect her status in the United States, but they're already married. So she may be married to him, but have to go back to Brazil, which is a whole other mess.
But as long as he doesn't press charges, it should be fine, right?
I don't know.
I would think. We've seen this happen with wrestlers and their disputes. Usually when the other one spouse drops the charges, they walk away. So that's what should happen. As long as Colt wants to do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they'll be fine.
Well, we'll see. The tell-all is the real show. That's going to be the real exciting part.
Well, it's just great to see the other couples bash the other couples and get into fights. That's the best part.
Yeah. You didn't see the preview for the show.
No, I didn't see it.
Man, it looks good.
I imagine. It usually is. It's usually the best part of the season.
Yeah. The finale, the tell-all, is always the best. I hope it's 2 parts. I hope it's 4 hours long.
Well,
2 2-hour blocks. That's what I want. I want as much tell-all as I can get.
Just make it good. Don't drag it out. That's the important part.